What's poppin', everyone, and welcome to the Party Chat podcast with me, Kyle, and me, amigo over here,
Mr. Mupp, what is up, my guys?
Mr.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Mr. Mupp.
Mr. Mupp.
Today,
Yeah.
we have a very TV show filled. This is a very TV show centric episode of Party. I don't think we talked about TV shows before.
We've talked about TV shows before.
Have we talked
We
about
have.
TV shows since like our little reboot?
Oh, no, not since the reboot. The old school days, dude.
You guys will never see those. Those aren't even. I think those. I think they're on this now.
They're probably like... They're on a channel with like 2 subscribers that are probably privated now.
5 subscribers. 2 of them are us.
Oh, lit.
Like 3. We have not talked about. We have talked about Fortnite twice.
Rip.
We've talked about Avengers, but that doesn't really count. And we've talked about games and stuff. Anyways, this is episode 6 of Party Chat. Welcome. And today we are going to be talking about Dragon Prince Season 1 and Season 2 ideas and hopes. The Avatar: The Last Airbender live-action show they're doing. I don't want to say reboot, but show they're doing.
It's not a reboot. Yeah, it's a show.
The new MCU TV shows Loki and Scarlet Witch and other shows we'd like to see. And then our first look at Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. So let's jump in with The Dragon Prince Season 1. And just kind of to give a little summary, I thought it was good. I thought it was dope.
It was good. At first, I was a little like this is kind of dumb. Like a lot of the things were really cheesy, and I was like,
the animation kind of threw me off a little bit.
I don't like the animation style.
See, I got used to it, but I will say
No, you get used to it very quickly.
The one thing they need to do is increase the frame rate of it because it's not good.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes it's like 15 frames a second, and you're like, what?
Have you ever seen Ruby?
Yeah, I don't like Ruby. I couldn't watch. I haven't seen the newest season.
I've only watched a couple seasons, but the animation style 100% reminded me of that.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, it's like cell shaded 3D.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because I talked to another buddy. I told him to watch the show, and he said he liked it, but the animation, and I was like, yeah, the animation's kind of thrown like is a little iffy. And he's like, the same thing happened with Ruby. Like I couldn't watch the first season of Ruby because the animation like hurt my eyes.
Yeah.
But, he said like because they're on like season 5 of Ruby now or something. Like the animation's like silky smooth. So I'm hoping that's what happens with this because like the first season's a rough animation.
No, they're
They're
gonna
better, you know.
They're gonna kind of tune it in and see exactly what works and what doesn't work, and they're gonna be able to make it better.
Yeah.
Well, at least I hope.
Yeah,
I would imagine.
They have not been renewed for a second season, by the way.
Oh, rip.
They haven't gotten any word from
They've
Netflix
only been
yet
out for
about there being a second season for Dragon Prince.
Well, how long has it been
People
out?
are hoping. How long has it been out?
Yes. Okay, yeah. See, they still don't even know if they still got to see if it did well.
According to a lot of people, it did. But people are hoping it gets the Voltron treatment, where like they get a series, thing where like they're like, oh yeah, here we're giving you the money for like 70 episodes. Do what you wish, because it was only 9 episodes, and I feel like that was really short.
Yes.
But I feel like,
yeah, it kind of was. I did watch it.
There was no filler, which was nice.
Yes, I do like that.
All stuff going on.
Even though sometimes I do enjoy the fillers, sometimes it's like, sometimes I do. Sometimes when I'm just kind of like sitting at home and I just want to relax and watch an anime or something, or a cartoon or whatever, and sometimes I like to just have it on in the background so I don't want to miss a bunch of stuff. So when it's a filler episode, it's like, cool, I can, finish doing this. I can finish doing this while it just plays in the background. Yeah. And I'm not going to miss a huge story thing.
But with it only being 9 episodes, if there was
with it only being 9
filler,
episodes, I'm very glad that they didn't put a filler.
It would have made no sense because it would. I can just skip this episode because it is on Netflix. So like, it is made by the same people who made Avatar as well, which you can obviously tell because the guy who voices Callum, the main character,
he's Sokka. Yes.
He's the same voice actor, and it
took me
at first when I first started, I was like, yo, who is that? I was like, he sounds so familiar, like I can picture the face in my head.
Took me about 3 minutes to realize. I was like, that's Sokka.
And then I thought about it, and I was like, oh shit, because at first he didn't talk a lot, like in the first episode, and then when he started talking more, I was like, Oh, that's Saga. That's funny because it's like the same creators and whatnot. I was like, that's hilarious. But yeah, and then you decided to. Hey, don't worry, you're not the only one. Because I followed the subreddit. A lot of people, actually, were complaining about the accent of Rayla.
Yes.
It turns out she's actually Scottish.
Which is, it blew my mind because to me, hers was the worst accent.
It's so funny because like I saw a lot of people. They were like her Scottish accent is so bad. Like why?
Terrible.
They should have just not done it. And then everyone's like, you do realize the voice actor is actually Scottish, correct? And they were like,
Yeah.
oh, we just bagged on the way she spoke.
But also, I don't like hear a lot of actually like actual Scottish people talk like with actual like real Scottish accents. So maybe that's just how it sounds. And
Yeah,
I've only heard
doing
people like actors doing accents and
Yeah.
like so maybe it's like distorted in my head on what it actually sounds like. It was Rayleigh, yes.
Actually, they posted something on the subreddit of the ages of all the people, which was pretty cool.
Isn't
And
oh god, I already forgot his name. Prince Callum, isn't he like 15 or 14? Oh no, sorry, 14 and 3/4. My bad. I made sure to make that clear.
good. I don't ever want to see you make it unclear again. You understand me?
Yeah, that was my bad.
So, Callum is 14 and 5/6.
5'6", sorry, no. Yeah.
It says. Rayla is 15, and then we have Claudia, the mage girl, teenage mage, Buffy, the teenage vampire.
Yeah, she's dope.
Is 16. Amaya is Amaya's age on here is aunt-ish. So I'm not sure
what?
I don't know. That's what they posted on Twitter. Her age
Aunt-ish.
is aunt-ish, and then the King Harrow, his age is dad-ish. So I'm not sure how old that is.
Well, that's good.
But Amaya I thought was a really cool character because she was okay. So a lot of people say she's deaf. I don't believe that. I don't think she's deaf.
You know exactly what they did?
What'd they do?
They said, you know who was dope? Toph. You know what we should do? Make a character like Toph.
Never. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
She's literally the Toph.
Yeah.
Blind, and she's mute. I think she's mute. There's no way she's deaf because she can understand what Ginger Boy is saying. So I refuse to believe because she was like reacting to like people saying stuff. So I mean
that could have just been a fault on the animator's part.
I don't think that what's his name, Gren is her friend. I don't think that she's, and I think what happened was, you know how so in the show they use magic to take away this person's voice, and I think that's what they did to her. That's just my guess.
Okay, but why would
voice.
She literally set like hints towards the fact that she's deaf?
I just don't believe it. There's no
literally
way. I get that
Callum.
she does sign language and stuff, but
no, Callum literally. When Callum
talking.
was trying to warn Rayla, when he was like saying like there are a bunch of guards and stuff, like spoiler alert by the way, there's a bunch of guards and stuff, blah blah blah. She's like, she's like basically she's like, shouting doesn't help, right?
What?
She literally said that.
Shouting wouldn't help.
Didn't because he was okay. Spoilers for anybody that hasn't watched it. When they before I spoil it again, when they were in the thing, like in the Winter Lodge or whatever.
Yeah, when they first
and
met
all the guards and stuff came. Yes, and Prince Callum was basically trying to warn Rayla, like telling them like, "Hey, people are here." He kept like speaking very loudly, like, or with all, it's just me and my brother with all these guards, blah blah blah. And she's like, shouting doesn't help. Like she signed it to him, basically.
I still don't think so. I still don't believe.
I mean, she might just be playing. I don't know.
I think she's definitely playing.
She honestly could. She could just be doing that way. People like, say something behind her back or that she doesn't know. Like it might be like a tactic or something that way. Like she can actually overhear people, but they're like, oh no, she can't hear us. Don't
That's
worry
what
about
I
it.
think it is. I think her voice, like during like the whole war thing that happened, I think her voice was taken using the dark magic, and then now
It would be cool next season to see, to get more in depth of what happened.
oh, like the actual war that happened.
Yes. Yes, I would like to see more lore.
I would also. They're making a game. Fun fact. I don't know if I told you that.
You did not. That's amazing, though.
They are making a game. It's not like one of those dumb companion games that you see for cartoons. From what I've been told, they're trying. Probably be an RPG of some sort. Possibly an MMO. I doubt it though. But some kind of RPG set in the same world as the Dragon Prince, which I think is really cool.
Did you ever play the Shrek games for PS2?
I think so.
I hope it's exactly
I think
like
I played
that.
them on Xbox, not on PS2.
I hope it's exactly like that. Has
You're
nothing
right,
to do
I
with
do
the
too.
story or anything. You just have characters in there collecting coins and shit.
I agree.
Or
No
onions or
sort
whatever the
of
fuck you
progression.
collected.
I
Yeah.
think it was onions. I do think it was.
It might have been onions. It would make sense.
But then, so we have going back down the line, Corvus, the hunter guy that tried to capture Rayla, he's 20. Soren, the guy that is partnered with Claudia, is 18. I think that's who partnered with Claudia. It's been like a week since I watched it.
Claudia, her brother?
No. Claudia's the witch lady.
Yeah, the witch lady, the one that
The daughter.
always wears black all the time and
young.
has a book. You're talking about the guy with the blonde hair, the night dude?
No, not blonde. She doesn't have blonde hair.
No, she doesn't have blonde hair. She has black hair. The guy that's traveling with her,
Yes.
that's her brother.
I'm gonna send you this picture. It'll be a lot easier to explain who's who. Oh my god, why does it do this? Okay, but yes. And then so I'm gonna keep going down the line while I do this. Harrow is the age of dad-ish. Not sure
Makes
how
sense.
old that is. He could be
Probably like 40. That would be my guess, 40, 50. Actually, no, he's kind of grayed. I don't know, dude.
gray. I guess it's kind of gray hair. They have Gren. Gren's 24. Viren is dad-ish as well, so I don't know how old. Enemy.
The main antagonist, yeah.
And then Ezrin, the other prince,
Yes.
is
10.
10. He's also very annoying. And I feel like I've seen a lot of people complain about the voice acting for Ezrin. And
Nah, he's alright.
I don't
mind him.
I didn't care all that much. I just kind of was just like whatever. And then we have Ellis, who is the little girl with the wolf, is 11, and then Ava, the actual giant 3-legged wolf, is 2.5. Big ass wolf for being 2.5. But I did want to talk about. Oh, and then we have, of course, Bait, the little frog dude, the Momo
Yes.
of this show. And
Basically,
I have a feeling
yes.
if Ava, the dog, stays in here, we gonna have an Appa as well. So, now I wanted to talk about the whole plot with Callum, his mom, and then of course Bro and his dad. So, Ezrin and Callum are blood related. They have the same
Yes.
mother, but they have different dads. And I assume, I don't know if it was explained, but I assume Callum's dad died at some point,
Uh-huh.
and Harold stepped in and married the mother, of course, and then had. Ezrin is now technically the next in line for the throne because he is the actual, like the physical son of Harrow.
See,
which
but
why
is that
everyone
the
was trying
way...
to kill him.
Because if Callum's mother was the queen at the time when the father died, and the king died, Callum would technically be king. I mean, I guess he wouldn't be of age at the time,
but
maybe.
We don't know if Callum was actually born yet, or if he was like in the
Okay.
womb. Wow.
Either way, I guess, yeah, because if he's not born yet. I don't know how it would actually work in olden times, but...
Oh, yeah, but, I don't know. The way this world can work can be different.
Either way, Ezrin is the
And he could have been 2 years
current king's son, blood son, so...
Yeah. Oh, the 100% blood son. And Callum's like his entire thing. Is like I don't fit in because I'm not like the full son. Like he's his stepdad. He never calls him dad.
Yeah, which I kind of understand that everybody's like, oh, you're the step prince, blah blah blah. But like literally, he was the prince before Ezrin was.
Yeah.
Because his mother was the queen.
But he's not like.
Oh, no, but like.
Yeah. I don't know. People are dicks. Soren's a dick because he's always like, "Ooh, the step prince is here." Like, shut up, kid. You're gonna get stabbed one day. You're gonna die. And then, I thought that was. I think Callum's struggling with the fact that he's not a full-blooded prince to the king. So
yes, he's not the direct heir of the current king.
Yeah, he's not heir to the. Fuck. And I assume maybe by the end. However long it does, if it gets renewed, become king maybe.
Yes.
I do like the king's crown, by the way. I really like. Well,
you got to think too. Yeah, it does kind of. You got to think too. There was a letter given to Callum. Via the king. So what if in that letter is, some secret shit, like basically saying like, dude, you're the heir of the throne.
Yeah, he could
like,
say,
I want you to take over. Yeah.
Oh, there is something I do want to talk about the king that I thought about that I also saw on this subreddit as well, which I thought was
okay.
I never even it didn't cross my mind until I read it, and I was like, oh my god, that makes so much sense. But then I also want to talk about the fact that Rayla is a badass.
Yes, she is.
She is definitely my favorite. Her and Runan, who is the other elf dude.
Yes.
Locked up.
Yes.
I do think they are the two coolest looking characters. Because I don't know, this way they're designed, they just look super sick. But then Rayla, I was really hoping she would lose her hand. And I'm sad that she didn't, because I thought that would have been sick, because then she could have gotten some kind of prosthetic on her hand that makes her hand a sword or something,
Yeah. But yeah, that would have been pretty dope.
She didn't, because spoiler alert, they hatched the egg they steal that was apparently smashed and broken. But they hatched the egg into a dragon. Oh, maybe the dragon will be like Appa. Never mind. I literally, the dragon didn't even cross my mind when I said that.
I forgot about the dragon until you just said something, to be honest. Forgot about the whole plot of the first season.
But they hatch the dragon at the end, and then they try to get her armband thing off, and the armband thing, if the people watching don't know, if you don't know what we're talking about, she has to kill Ezrin, and if she doesn't, this armband, this bond is it'll keep tightening until her hand falls off. But if she kills him, then it comes off. But she didn't want to kill him. She decided, I'm not going to kill him. This isn't the way. This isn't the way of the Jedi. How can you grant me a position of master when I'm not on a council? It was like that.
Yeah, it was kind of reverse. She was sent to kill the enemy, and now she is the enemy.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. She tries to cut it off with this sun elf fiery heat blade thing that was really cool. And it was this knife that was always on fire. It was always really hot. So the blade was always.
It was forged by the sun, is what it was.
Yeah.
So it always has the heat. The heat stays in from the hottest it got when it was forged. That's how hot the blade is.
Yes, and that's why the sheath is special and whatnot.
Yes.
But so she tries to cut it off with that, and it doesn't work. And then, also elves have 4 fingers. Fun fact.
Yes.
A little off.
Oh, maybe
off subject, but
maybe the sun elves have 6 fingers, dude. You don't know.
No, well, the moon shadow elves have 4 fingers. So she's tries to cut it off, and then when the dragon hatches, the dragon just bites it off like it was nothing. And I was like, okay, I get it, because it's the dragon. But I really would have liked to see her lose her arm, to have some kind of consequence in that, of her not doing it, you know? Like, she was kind of let off without being hurt in any way.
Yes.
And
what I thought was going to happen with the band is when Ezran fell in the water, that he was basically going to die for a second, and they had to, like, resuscitate him, and then they did.
So, like, it
and,
would
like,
come off, and then
yeah, and they're like, and everybody's like, oh, he's dead, blah, blah. And then he goes, and then, like, water comes out of his throat, and he survives.
I didn't think about that. But I was really hoping she'd lose her hand, because I thought it'd be really cool if she had, like, like, she traded it for, like, one of her.
I was really just hoping that she would just slit Ezran's throat.
Watch her, like, turn evil again in, like, the next season, and then she just, like, kills him in his sleep. And, like, they show it. They show him. They show her, like, cutting off his head. And she leaves the head of Ezran on, like, the chest of Callum.
Mm-hmm.
So
and then
he wakes up,
credits roll.
And then he'll like wake up and they're like, oh my god, and he'll see his little brother's head all pale.
And then roll credits. Yes.
Show ends. And that's the end of the entire show.
No new seasons.
But I thought that was cool. She's cool. The Runan, I don't know how to pronounce his name. He's really sick. He did get captured, sadly. He did get locked up. He also
That's true.
was talking about this whole magic mirror thing that we still have no idea what it's about. But
Mirror,
I do
mirror on the
believe
wall.
that Rayla's parents, because they went missing during the war.
Yes.
I do think Rayla's parents
they defected.
Are in those coins that Viren trapped Renan in. Or Runan.
Very much could be.
I do think that's who's inside those other coins. And then the king. Okay, so do you remember? Okay, in the show, the Mr. Viren brings the king this 2-headed snake, and he's like,
of course,
all we got to do is find someone to switch souls with, right? So like if the snake bites him and the snake bites the other person, they'll switch souls. But then Viren also brought in a bird. So what if that bird that Viren has that he's been seen talking to was actually the king? And when he brought in those snakes right before all the elves like ambushed them and like attacked the fortress, he switched bodies with the bird. So the soul of the king is inside of that bird that Viren has. And so the bird's soul just went into the body and it killed him. That's why Viren was not sad during the funeral and stuff, and why they didn't wait 7 days for the funeral, because the king is not dead technically. He just wanted to burn the body to make it seem as if that.
I mean, that's true.
I was like,
also,
holy shit, that makes so much sense.
Also, Viren could just be a complete dick and just doesn't care because he wants to be the king.
That's what they want you to think. And then it turns out he's been the good guy the entire time.
Could be. Could be.
I was like, damn, that's a good ass theory, dog. But yeah, so I mean, for the most part, I'm digging the show. I hope Netflix renews it for a second season. I think it'll be a smash hit, if it keeps going. I hope it gets a whole series like renewal, so like it gets a whole series planned instead of just seasons.
Yeah.
Because I would love, because like they have the models and stuff. I know it's hard to animate this stuff, but I would love to see a new season like every like 6 months. I know that's crazy, especially, I mean, if they're only doing 9 episodes, is it really that crazy? Probably. But like, if you're only doing 9 episodes every year, like that's kind of rough, especially for a cartoon. Like that's rough.
Most pilot seasons are very, very short.
Yeah, very true. But yeah, I was digging it. I can't wait for the second season. I hope that dragon becomes a big badass boy.
What?
Alan becomes a dragon rider and it essentially just turns into Aragon.
That would be. I'm actually currently reading that book.
Are you really?
It's quite amazing. I can't wait to see all the different, because they did similar to what they did with Avatar with the whole, you have Earth, the sky,
the stars and
the
whatnot.
moon, all of that.
They did do
I would
that.
I would like to see all the different elements. I would like to see a sun elf. I would like to see an earth elf.
Yeah,
I would like to see
They did show
a
some
sky
of them
elf.
in the beginning when they were explaining what was going on. They showed like the sun elf, the star elf, and then I don't know what the other elf was. They showed like a photo of it.
Yeah, that'd be dope to see.
Yeah, I think they definitely need to expand it. Oh, and then we also need to talk about Callum became a fucking wizard right at the end.
He did.
That stone thing. So maybe his mom was a mage at some point. Because they said like mages are it's like a family thing, right? Or it's like brought down.
Is okay.
So, like,
I didn't know if you could just learn
Yeah,
different spells and become a mage, or
if they said you can or not.
if
Either
you have to
way,
have the inherent
It's
power.
really cool that he's a mage now, because now each person, we have like an assassin, we have a mage, we have a support, I guess, for Ezrin.
He's just there to be there.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I think. Oh, here we go. This is
I have so many goddamn cords everywhere.
table management is rough. Yeah, okay, so they showed all of them, I think, but an earth elf. But yeah, anyways, I want to see the world expanded on, and if they want to, if it does so well, and they want to do spin-off series, do it and place them in other versions.
I doubt they'd do spin-off series to add all that.
I mean, I doubt it too, but we have the game, of course. They're working on the game. We have the game, so.
I mean, it definitely does have a lot of similarities to The Last Airbender. Like, you can see, like, of course, each episode is chapter this, book 1, chapter this.
Yeah, they did. They did.
So
there will be 4 seasons, or no, 6 seasons.
Something like that. Well, it all depends because
depends
they
on
did.
How many elves there are.
They figured out a way to do it in Avatar too, where it wasn't based off of every element. No, it was based off every element, but they had some that wasn't just element. Like, it literally took. Let's see.
Did book 1, which is water, when he was learning how to waterbend. Book 2 was earth, and then book 3 fire. And earth was bossing Say, and then fire was. We'll actually be transferring over to Last Airbender actually here in a second as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, perfect little segue. Yeah, I mean, they did all the elements on the show.
No, they definitely.
Seasons.
I'm not saying that they didn't do all the elements. I'm trying to find the season names.
Trending in the U.S. and I can't look at it because it's gonna spoil who won.
Awards.
So while he's looking that up, final thought on the Dragon Prince. I hope it keeps going. Hope the animation is better. That's pretty much my only gripe with it. Was the animation was a lot of choppy, not just a little.
Was there only 3 seasons?
Yeah. One for each element that he doesn't know how to learn, or that he has to learn.
I literally
he
thought
already
there
knew
was
airbending?
like different. Yeah, of course. Huh.
Must have been high as a
I'm
kite.
tripping, dude. I guess.
Well, no, because there was also like 23 or 25 episodes per season.
Yeah, no, it was. It was very long.
So like, it's like an actual full-length show. Transferring from Dragon Prince, perfect little segue over here. We have the Avatar: The Last Airbender live-action show being created by the same people who did the original show. And I'm so happy that it's being done by the actual people who made the original show, because if it wasn't, I would be scared. But now I'm not. I am hopeful. And I'm very excited. But it all comes down to one thing, and one thing only: the casting.
I was just about to ask if they had the cast yet.
And who's gonna play Aang and
Ung.
Sokka and all these people. They've not casted anybody, or they have not announced the casting of anybody yet. But I have no idea who could play any of the characters. I have no thoughts at all. Actually, just kidding. I remember, who was it? Lots of Guardians in my feed, so they think they can win Jeopardy. Apparently, there's a video game category on Jeopardy right now, and everyone's.
But basically, what I will say with the casting is, of course, I want them to look similar to what they did in the actual cartoon version. However, like, I see this a lot nowadays, especially with like Henry Cavill leaving as Superman, all of this with the new Joker, which we'll get into next. I don't care as much if they look exactly like the cartoon. If they're gonna look exactly like the cartoon and do an ass job and just do shit and just like not be a very good actor and not play the part, and I would rather them be not necessarily look exactly like the part and just do phenomenal.
Yeah, a lot of people complain about that. With even
The movie.
Heath Ledger. A lot of people gave him crap whenever he was cast as the Joker.
Oh no, I know a lot of people gave him crap.
They were like, dude, like you can't play the Joker. And now everyone sucks his dick. Like,
yeah,
if you do well,
deservedly.
Cool. If you do well, people will like you.
Yes.
But another thing is, even they complained about Grant Gustin when he was cast as the Flash. Even
he does an amazing job as the Flash.
Even whenever I learned about it, I was one of the people, because when Terrence, good buddy Terrence, he was watching the Flash. This is before I was all into it. This was like probably when it just premiered. It's like 2014. I was like, because I had watched, or I'd seen some Glee before I fully watched the show 6 times. I had seen some Glee, and I saw that Grant Gustin, the same guy, he played Sebastian, the gay guy. And my childish self was like, ha ha ha, a gay guy's playing the Flash. Not knowing
that he was going to do an amazing job.
No.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha, like funny.
Yeah.
When it happens, I turn on, I watch the Flash, I'm like, damn, this is fucking lit. This is fucking lit. Like, I really like this show. So like you can't judge it who they look like. Like, I mean, even with the last Airbender movie, I personally didn't mind the way the kids looked, because I thought they looked pretty similar.
No, if they would have done a great job, I'd have been like, okay, like, makes sense.
Just because they look like the characters doesn't.
Too bad that was like apparently their first time acting or something.
Yeah, it was the guy who played Aang. It was his first acting job.
Excuse you. The guy who played who?
Good. Aang.
Who?
Ong. Sorry. Ong.
There you go. Thank you.
I was like, what do you mean? Do you not know what I'm talking about?
Please get it right next time.
I forgot Ong. My bad. But I'm excited. I think with Netflix behind it, it's gonna be fucking lit. Like, it's gonna be dope. It'll probably get like a 2020 release, most likely.
No, Netflix has been pumping out some good stuff like lately. Like, it's
late 2019. Yeah.
Like, not based on, but compared to the first things that they started releasing when Netflix started doing their original series to what they're doing now.
Yeah.
Huge difference. They actually have the budget. They're actually putting in the time to it, because I mean, it's Netflix. They have the budget now. It's almost as if it's not necessarily like an HBO, but kind of like they're getting to that place where they're so big that it's not, or not big, but they're actually pumping out good stuff, that it's not just, it's a Netflix series, it's going to be trash. It's like, okay, I'm excited for this Netflix series. It's the same way as an HBO series comes out and you're like, that's going to be phenomenal because it's HBO.
Game of Thrones and Westworld and whatnot.
Yes.
Even the one thing I have, even though The Walking Dead, but the one thing I have with The Walking Dead is, even though it's been on air for coming up almost 10 years, when they still stab a walker, it looks fake as shit.
Yeah, it's kind of...
And it's like, come on. It's been 10 years. Oh, it's almost been almost 10 years, actually. I think 2010? I think.
It's been a while. It's been a very long time.
Almost 10 years. Like, you could at least up every time Michonne would stab a zombie in the face with her sword. I'd be like, come on. Come on.
That's how it would work. Have you ever seen a zombie get stabbed in the face?
Yeah, dude.
No, I didn't fucking think
all
so.
over The Walking Dead, dude. But yeah, I think we have the same guy who did the same music. We have the same writers. We have the same producers.
That's good.
I'm excited. I think it's gonna be great. I have hopes that are high, and it's probably not a good idea to have that, but I do.
I will say I am still a little skeptical. That word about it.
English is hard.
Yeah, it really is, dude. But I mean, because it is a live action, it's very hard to go from doing a cartoon to going live action, because there's a lot of things that just don't transfer over. Like,
they don't transfer well.
Yeah, like some of the
like
more,
anime,
some of the more
live action anime.
Yes, like some of the
Dragon
more
Ball
childish
Evolution.
things and some of the like more funnier things that Sokka do, blah blah blah, things like that, just probably
Like,
won't
the
be
way
as
he
funny in
moves and
person.
stuff, it's like, yeah, you can't
Yeah.
replicate that.
Yep.
Actual like live act.
Mhm.
But
I do believe that because it is the same creators and everything, I do believe they're gonna, of course they're gonna treat it with respect, and they're gonna do their best job of trying to make sure that it lives up to the expectation.
legacy. That
Yeah.
Last Airbender, because in my opinion, the last Avatar: The Last Airbender is the greatest cartoon of all time.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't care
for
what
sure.
anyone says.
That's why I
my
am
opinion.
glad. Back to the Dragon Prince thing. That's why I am glad that that did actually decently well, because I'm sure it is very hard for you to create something so amazing as The Last Airbender. Something like everybody's like, this is amazing. Like, I want something like this, something exactly like this. Like, create something like this again. Blah blah blah. Like, make something new already so I can watch it.
Yeah.
They go
It's only taken them forever,
they
though.
go into a series like Dragon Prince thinking this is going to be as good, if not better, than The Last Avatar, and they already have that expectation put on it to be like great, and if it doesn't do exactly
lot of
as well
pressure.
as that, a lot of pressure. If it doesn't do exactly as well as that, people are going to shit on it and be like, oh, this is trash. But it's different. It's not going to be the same show. It would be dumb if they made the same show. Why would they do that?
And honestly, the only complaint I've seen about the Dragon Prince is the animation. Other than that, I've seen nothing but praise for it.
No, if they did the animation similar to the way that they did, even if they did it any other way, but I would like if they did it similar to the way they did Last Airbender. That'd be cool. But I do understand why they didn't do it.
Yeah, so I mean, that's really, we don't know much else about the show. So
Yes.
moving on to the new MCU shows that are going to be put on Disney's streaming service, similar to Netflix. But it will be separate, but people will probably watch them online because that's what we do nowadays. Loki
It's gonna
and
be on-
Scarlet Witch shows. It's some Disney streaming thing. You know how DC has like their like streaming thing with Titans.
Yeah,
and
DC
stuff?
Now or All
Like
Access
DC
or whatever.
Universe, I think is what it's called. Like all the
called something,
animated
dude.
shows, all the movies, and then it
Yeah.
has Titans coming out next month and stuff like that. Like that, but for Disney. But they're making a Loki and Scarlet Witch show, and they will be starring the same actors, so Elizabeth Olsen and Tom Hiddleston. Which
Quick
I
question.
think is great. Yes.
Are they making separate shows, or is it going to be Loki and Scarlet Witch in the same
No,
show?
separate shows.
Okay.
Separate shows.
I was very confused at first when you
Yeah.
texted me that.
The
And I was
Loki
like,
show, I'm
I
not
don't
sure
know.
what it's going to be about, because it obviously, if it's a prequel,
It's-
then okay. If it's if
yeah,
it takes place
the Loki
after
show
Infinity
is-
War, Loki's not dead. So,
the Loki show is going to be like a late night Loki show. It's a late night talk show.
yes.
He's going to interview all the
Literally
Avengers.
just called the Loki show.
Yes.
And then the Scarlet Witch show is, from what I've read, it seems as if it's going to introduce mutants into the MCU.
Well, because she is a
She
mutant.
is a mutant. No.
Well, except for in the
she's
MC
an
in the
enhanced
MCU, she's
human.
exactly.
She's an enhanced human.
She's a mutant though.
She's a mutant. She's a mutant
She's
now.
she's also a badass, and she's one of my favorite Avengers.
Yeah, she's a mutant now, like officially. They own it now. So it seems as if they're going to use that show to introduce mutants into the MCU. And I think that's dope. I think that since it is the actors actually portraying it, I think they're only 8 to 10 episodes each.
I'm
and
alright
I don't
with
know
that.
if they're doing multiple seasons. As far as I know, it's just one season thing.
Even if they
do
did
well.
a limited time, like a limited series, that would be amazing. Because they'll do that sometimes. They'll do
But
like
I think
3 or 4
it's
long
sick.
episodes, like hour and a half long
Oh
episodes.
no, I know they're like 8. I think it's like 8 episodes per
Okay.
show. Like they're getting 8 episodes apiece. From what I've read, it could change. Never know. But I think they're pretty cool, especially since they are using the actual MCU actors.
Yeah,
So it
that's
is
a huge
in
part.
continuity. Okay, one sec. I'm getting a phone call. Give me a minute.
Bro, you take that phone call, dog. Welcome back.
As we were saying, what we were talking about. EU ideas.
All right. Yeah.
So other ideas for shows. I honestly have no idea where we left off. So I'm just gonna kind of go for it. Other ideas for shows. For characters that could use as shows. If Hawkeye doesn't die in Avengers.
I was
do a
just about to
Hawkeye
say I would
show.
like to see a little bit of Hawkeye action.
They can even. I mean, I know they're doing a Black Widow movie, but they could have done like a Hawkeye Black Widow.
I like Black Widow. Don't like Black Widow that much. She's cool and all, but
You like Black Widow, but you don't like Black Widow that much.
yeah, like I like her as a character. I was like, okay, yeah, she's pretty dope. Don't like her as much. Don't like her enough to watch a whole show about her.
Or whole show or whole movie.
Either way, I don't need to see more of her. More of her is what I'm saying. I'm perfectly content with what I have.
I think. I mean, I would love if they did a Spider-Man show, but they won't.
That would be amazing, but I doubt it.
That would be sick. There's no way they would do a Spider-Man show. Or they could if they wanted to introduce Miles. They could do a Miles show.
Yo, that would
That'd
be
be dope.
wild.
They
Miles
wanted to do
Morales
that,
show?
I'd be okay with that, dude. Call it Ultimate Spider-Man because that's what he is.
You get so you get Miles Morales in there. All right, you got Miles Morales. Whoever they decide to play Miles Morales, you throw
Mhm.
Donald Glover in there as the uncle, just every once in a while. Whew, what a
He's
show!
Also Prowler. He could be like the main villain for the first season.
What a show! That would be kind of confusing if they were
Ooh.
trying to stick to MCU. I mean, not
He
no.
becomes Prowler. Like,
Oh, does
pretty
he?
sure they would just make him become Prowler.
Oh, that would work too.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be dope.
But yeah, I think if they wanted to, they could in Spider-Man Far From Home,
Mm-hmm.
they could introduce Miles, like actually show him, and then they could just do a spin-off show. I bet you, oh my god, people would love it. Like I can guarantee it'd be a hit.
Oh,
Like,
easily,
Ultimate Spider-Man.
easily.
TV show. And it's just Miles.
Oh, people are
and it can be,
so
like,
obsessed with
villain- it could
Spider-Man
be,
right
like,
now.
Freak of the Week, like that's or whatever they call it, Freak of the Week or Enemy Villain of the Week or whatever.
Sure.
And he can just take down people like just literally small things. Cause
That would be cool, too, 'cause you-
neighborhood Spider-Man.
You can
'Cause
throw
since Peter Parker's doing all this crazy stuff.
You could throw
Miles doing the small
more
stuff.
more villains in there, more Spider-Man villains and stuff, rather than
Yeah.
seeing the same villain over and over again.
Yeah, like they could do. I don't know if they did Green Goblin, but I think they're doing Mysterio, and I believe he's being printed by Ryan
But
Gosling. No, who is it? Fuck, I don't know his name.
that'd be
Anyways.
wild if it was.
That was all.
But no, that would be cool if they did that, because MCU, they're very smart with, how they have like all of the phases and stuff. They're very smart with keeping their things rolling. So that would be very smart if they did something like that, because they are coming to a close with the movies. It's going to be very hard for them to keep making movies after they do, because after Infinity War, it's kind of they're done, aren't they? Unless
Well, no, they have Secret Wars, and you have the Secret Invasion, and with the Kree and stuff, they have stuff they can easily do.
are
But
they.
I don't know if they'll do that. First before
I was
they
gonna
do the
say
next
because
big
I was gonna say I don't think
crossover
they
thing.
have those in the works yet or anything, because
No, because I mean, Captain Marvel's introducing Kree, and then what they can do is they can do like the next 6 or 7 movies, and then Secret Invasion, and they find out, oh shit, everyone's been a Kree the entire time. What's going on? And then they do Secret Invasion, and then after that they do whatever, and then they do Secret Wars, which would be like the climactic. I think Secret Wars would literally have to be like the finale of the MCU.
yeah. But I mean, that would be cool if they started to kind of branch off and or web off and do like a Spider-Man show. I got
Yeah, I think that'd be sick.
Yeah.
I'd be totally down with the Miles Morales show. Other than that, I really can't think of any other characters that would get their own show.
I want a Hulk movie already. I do want
Yeah,
that.
a new Hulk movie would be cool.
Let's see.
Unless they introduce new people in Infinity War, I can't really think.
Honestly, yeah, I don't really. There's not really anybody else that I would want to watch a show or solo movie for.
Oh, so that's pretty much. That's it. I mean, I'm pretty hyped for the Loki and Scarlet Witch show. I don't know how well they'll do. You know, it can be hit or miss. For the show, do a Miles show, and that'll be a hit. That's all I gotta do. Marvel, if you're listening, by any means,
Yo, we got ideas, dude. Hit us up.
hire us, dog. We will make you money, and you could give that money.
That would.
all of
I
it,
mean, that would
some
be
of it.
alright with me if you guys just gave us some of that money.
Yeah, I mean, I would love some of that money. But the next thing I want to talk about, actually, there's two things I want to talk about here. There's something I want to talk about after this. The new
Okay.
Joker. First look of Joaquin Phoenix in the Joker mask. He looks fucking awesome, by the way.
He looks amazing.
And I also want to talk about the Bumblebee trailer.
Oh hell yeah.
But yeah, so we got a first look at Joaquin Phoenix and Joker makeup. The not final Joker makeup, but clown Joker makeup, and he looks fucking great. There's also been set videos. I don't know if you've seen those, but there's been set videos. There's been all kinds of stuff, and I think he looks fantastic. And anybody who's like, oh my gosh, he looks so dumb, he looks like a clown. Like, Joker's title is quite literally the Clown Prince of Crime. So, and this is officially, I believe they officially dubbed it an Elseworld story. So like, it doesn't have to have anything to do with anything else. It's in its own continuity. They can do whatever they want with it because it's an Elseworld story. Similar to the show Gotham. Gotham is quite different because it is an Elseworld story. So it has nothing to do with any continuity ever. It's its own thing. But yeah.
What I will say about it is literally the only thing that's different between him and Heath Ledger, like the look, is he's got a red nose and the eyebrows and the
like
blue.
The eyes?
Yeah.
You're right.
The hair is grungy, just like
Very right.
kind of like dirty, oily, just like Heath Ledger. The mouth is similar to Heath Ledger, a little different, I
But
believe.
it's just not cut.
The eyes, Heath Ledger had black, I believe, around his eyes.
Yeah, they were
instead of blue.
And they weren't like in the shape of diamonds.
Yeah, but looks very similar.
Someone did an edit I saw on Instagram of like, instead of the blue, it was black.
Uh-huh.
I thought it looked really cool. I kind of like the blue though. It has more
I like
color.
the blue.
And they also changed like the color of his coat to like purple and stuff, and it looked really sick. But I do like the blue. It gives it more like pop as more of like a clown. My thought is like, what's happening in the set videos and stuff and all this stuff is, I think at this point he just got like fired.
Yeah, he's just now starting to lose it.
Yeah, he's like got fired from his clown job. If you know, he's a clown, because I mean he looks old, right? His name's Arthur as well, if you didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
And like he looks old, so like he could be this old guy, old, like I don't know, this old guy, and he just, like what if, like my thought was like, what if this isn't even like, this is like because they're doing Elseworld, like it's like the Joker, but it's more or less a movie about a dude that goes insane and starts, let's say, killing people or kidnapping people, toying with people, torturing them and whatnot, things Joker does. But it's more or less like a movie about a guy that happens to look, and they just happen to call it Joker. And like, maybe it's not even, like, I know they were like, oh my gosh, he's the new Joker. Like, but what if it's not even like a Joker movie, Like, what if he doesn't act like the Joker, but more or less acts like just kind of one of those murder movies,
I mean, it could
like,
be.
That was a thought I had, and I was like, they obviously are using the Joker as his persona. But
Yes.
like, what if it's not like a movie based on what the Joker is, but based on just like, it's just a guy goes crazy, kills people, and they just happen to slap the Joker on him, and they were like, "Our Joker." It's a thought that went through my head, and I was like,
I mean, I
if
feel
it's that,
like
sure.
that's a bit of a stretch, but I mean, could be.
I mean, I just thought that went through my head.
Um,
Probably not.
I will
But
see.
honestly, after seeing like all of him, the way he moves, the way he kind of just acts
Yes.
when he's acting,
Yes.
you know, that's what actors do.
Mm-hmm.
There's a good chance this man could get an Oscar for this movie.
I was just about to say, going back to the whole how people get very mad about, oh, if they don't look exactly like blah, blah, blah. Joaquin Phoenix is an amazing actor.
Yeah, that's what I feel.
Phenomenal. I have no doubt he's going to do justice to this role. Whatever it is, whatever they're doing with it, whatever storyline, however they do it, it's going to be amazing. In my opinion. I don't care that he looks a little more like a clown than Heath Ledger's.
I love that he looks.
I don't
different.
care that he doesn't look like
I
fuckboy
adore that he
Leto.
looks different. Mob boss. I was thinking more mob boss.
He was kind of mob boss. No, like literally they're trying different things with the character. Going from Heath Ledger's Joker, they went, straight with Jared Leto's like mob boss character. I mean, I don't think he did a terrible job.
I didn't mind.
I wasn't like, man, this is the best Joker ever.
I liked it.
But they're trying different things, and I think that's good because it's back to with the Avatar thing. You don't want to recreate the same thing. It gets old after a while. Yes, people like I want something very similar. I want to see this again. I want more. I want it to be exactly the same. But I like it when people, especially actors, when they take the characters, they create it to themselves, and they kind of make it their own, and kind of do something different with it, rather than trying to copy what someone else did. Which I think Joaquin Phoenix is going to do an amazing job at that.
That's why I even talked to Chase about this, and I got really triggered.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I held it, and I got really triggered. So you've seen Gotham, right?
Yeah, I've seen parts of Gotham. I haven't actually watched it.
Have you seen Jeremy Jordan's version?
I have not, no.
Jerome is his name?
I haven't seen the Joker in Gotham, no.
Haven't?
No.
Oh my god, I looked up Jerome, and it's a fucking priest.
I have heard that Gotham is very good. I just literally haven't watched it yet.
The first few seasons is first couple seasons a little rough, but
see, that's the thing.
My
Do I want to sit
God,
through the first couple? Like, if you said the first couple episodes are slow, I'd be like, all right. Do I want to sit through the first couple seasons to get to a good part?
I mean, like, you gotta like really watch, but like, oh my god, bro, Jerome on there, the Joker on Gotham is so fucking dope, bro. Like, and Chase was like, he's terrible, and I was like, you're on crack, dog. Like, oh my god, he's so good, dude. He's fucking insane. Like, he's genuinely insane, like the Joker is.
Yeah.
And he eventually gets the end game. I think that's the thing where like his face is like cut off and like the Joker like staples it back onto his face. Like, they do that in the show.
Dang.
And
Okay.
it's like he doesn't technically become the Joker.
Yeah.
They never call him that, and he never gets like the green hair, or I don't think he gets the green hair yet. But like he does, like his face gets cut off, he staples it back on. Like, they do that, and then like his smile, like they look up his smile, kind of like very similar to Heath Ledger's, where it's like cut, and like, my god, is it good, dude? Like, I could send you a video of literally just his scenes, and they're just fantastic. But I got a little triggered when he said it was trash, and I was like, okay. But yeah, like, I love different takes on characters. Like with the Joker, when you have Jared Leto's, I didn't mind it. I knew it was a different take. Like, if you go in expecting like this better be like Heath Ledger,
That's
like,
the thing. Yeah, you gotta
gonna think it's shit. Like, you're never gonna think something's as good.
Yeah, you
Like,
gotta
no
realize
matter
it's gonna be a different
like,
interpretation.
Your head out of
of
your
it.
ass. Like, you're never gonna think anything's as good.
Hey
Go
man,
in
it's
there,
alright.
Be like, this is a different fucking Joker, dude.
Hey.
Like,
Hey Kyle.
fuck.
You good, man? You can calm down a
Yeah,
little
just
bit.
fucking
Like,
Triggers
it's alright,
me,
man.
Like, damn, don't go in thinking it's the same thing. I mean,
Just
I've
take
done
a
that
breath.
with things where I go in and I'm like,
yeah, no,
this better be like
it's
this,
definitely
and then I'm completely like fucking the last
you
Jedi,
do
dude.
ruin
Like, I
it
went
for
in and was like,
yourself.
this
Yeah.
is gonna be fucking fantastic, and then it was utter garbage. And I was like, damn it.
See, was it though, Kyle?
yes.
See, that's the thing.
It
I
was.
didn't mind it. I didn't mind it.
Chase thinks it's better than The Force Awakens, and I was like, dog, are you tripping? You tripping? I can't have it. We should have like a discussion about that at some other video.
All right.
We'll save that. That would be hilarious to listen to the arguments. But yeah, I mean, I think it'll be dope. That's really all I have else to say about it.
Hey, that's all I have. I got my thoughts out there. I believe
Alright.
Joaquin Phoenix is
So
going to
next
do an
topic.
amazing job.
There is actually one more thing after this, but it's on the. I'll throw this in there. So they announced the crossover for the Flash called Elseworlds. They announced the Monitor will be in there, and the Monitor is like very important to the Crisis on Infinite Earths event, and I just don't know how I feel about it. I'm a little iffy, but I like the name Elseworlds for the crossover. But yeah, that's my thoughts. Okay, so next one, Bumblebee.
Oh hell yeah, dude!
This movie looks like it's gonna be fucking fantastic.
I love it. I love it. I love it already.
Says,
I love it off the
people
trailers.
being like, stop making Transformers movies. Like,
fuck you. I like the
reboot,
Transformers
dog.
movies.
Have you seen? Did I say Transform movies?
No. Like I'm saying, like fuck you. I actually enjoy the Transformers movies.
Oh,
for
I
all
did too.
no,
I
for
love
all
the
the people
Transformers
saying
movies.
that, like
Yeah,
genuinely
like,
actually
I
enjoy them.
Yeah, I liked them. So fuck off. But like, this looks great. They got the Gen 1 designs, like the blocky designs. You got to see Optimus Prime with the original voice actor, and it's just like you got Haley Steinfeld, the fucking cutie that she is, dog. Like anything she's in, I'll watch, dude. You ever seen Edge of 17? Watch that movie.
I have,
movie's
yes.
Fantastic. I fucking love that movie. I've seen that movie like 3 times. That movie's but like anything she is in, I'll watch. And like the scene in the trailer where Bumblebee's like brushing the shit off her head, and she's like, "I'm good, thanks." I was like, "Damn, bro, that's cute as shit." Cause Bumblebee's doing that, and she's saying, "That's lit." I was like, "Damn, bro, dope."
No,
And then you have like they show Cybertron,
Mm-hmm.
and like there's stuff happening, and then you got Shockwave, and then you got other stuff going on. You got Starscream. You got like Optimus Prime looking like his Gen 1 self. Dude, this movie's gonna be great. Like, it's gonna be great.
No, just seeing Bumblebee in the last Transformers movie, just seeing him become more of a warrior, and you see him like put his his helmet down and everything, like do all that, and like even just that little part, because he wasn't it wasn't much of him fighting, just that little part. I was like, damn, that's badass. Like Bumblebee is actually a badass.
Yeah,
and then they're like, oh, by the way, we're making a whole movie about him.
But the thing is this movie has nothing to do with those.
No, that's all right though.
This is completely separate.
That's all right though.
Like,
it's basically just his origin story, right?
Well, no, it's like they're rebooting the entire so like everything that the Transformers movies has made is like not canon. Like, it has nothing to do with.
I'm kind of alright with that.
And I'm fine with it. But I will say I did like in the last Transformers movie, how they showed Bumblebee was like, the thing is in the Transformers series they kept like fucking up their continuity, which they would be like, oh yeah, the Transformers are here. Oh, but they've been here since like 10,000 BC.
Yeah.
And they've also been here since the Middle Ages, and they've also been here since there, and they've also been here since then, since the dinosaurs.
Joke's on you. They created the Earth.
Yeah, like what? Like Earth was. Omnicron?
It is Cybertron or Omnicron
what
or whatever the hell it's called.
Is that what Omnicron Transformers movies? Unicron. Sorry, Unicron. Unicron was Earth, and it was like what? What?
Yeah, no, it's.
They kept messing up their own timelines, and I was like, because when I saw it, were you there when we saw it? Did you see it with us?
Did I?
I think you did.
I think I did.
I want to say you did.
Yes.
Typically, we'll go to movies with us. But when they were like, "Oh, it's Unicron," I was like, "Holy shit! Did they just turn Earth into Unicron? Did they just turn Earth into Cybertron's mortal enemy? What is going on?"
No, it's literally. I feel
and
like in the writers' room, it's just a whole bunch of people like, "Oh, what if? Get this,
yeah, exactly.
Get this, like, Gerald. Sure. Listen, what if Earth?
Like, yeah, let's do it.
Is Unicron, and everybody's like,
movie,
that's crazy. Put it in.
This movie's gonna be this new one. I feel like because I've seen a lot of people say that they're like, oh my gosh, they got Gen 1 Transformers. Like, this is what they were supposed to look like in live action. This is great. Everyone's like, yes, this movie's gonna be great now. So like everyone's back on the Transformers bandwagon, and it's good. So keep it up. Don't let Michael Bay touch it, because he'll ruin it again. Because like this movie is going to be the spark, the all-spark that starts a whole new line of Transformers movies that I think they'll be good.
You know,
Because we'll have Haley Steinfeld in this movie. Maybe she'll be in the second movie. I doubt it. If this is just like an anthology thing where it's like this is the start and they don't do a Bumblebee 2, but they do like an Optimus Prime or a
that'd be cool.
Jazz. I don't know. I don't know. Jazz.
Who the fuck remembers
Did a
Jazz?
Jazz movie really hell funny. Beaches. Yeah, I'm very excited for this movie. Like very, very excited.
Who's directing it?
I don't know. Not Michael Bay.
Honestly, I don't mind Michael Bay. Everybody gives him shit, but
Director Travis Knight. He did he directed Kubo and the Two Strings.
okay.
Stop motion movie.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. But Michael Bay, everybody gives him shit, but he definitely knows how to make a good action movie.
No, yes.
Like
Most
literally,
definitely knows how to make
that's
a good
his
action
forte.
movie, but he doesn't know how to keep his own continuity in check.
That's right, because if you're going into a Michael Bay movie, I want to go see shit explode. I don't.
True. Very true. That is very true. I can agree with that. Dude, John Cena's in
Huh.
this movie, dude. Like,
Okay.
newest trailer was just so cool.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what he does with this, because he has a lot of the things he does is like stop motion anime is what it looks like. Like he was part of
He's on Box Trolls Paranormal.
well, he was like he was part of the animation department of Paranorman, the Box Trolls, Coraline,
Oh, really, Carol? I didn't know that.
Dia de los
I think
Muertos or
Dude,
Muertos.
he's the same birthday as me.
Dude, you guys are like twins, dude.
Wild. Yeah, but he's 45, so.
I mean, either way, you're still twins.
Yeah, he was the lead animator at Motion Studio. Leica. I can't. But yeah, I think if this is like a buddy movie where it's like it's a girl and a robot lit, and then you have all this action stuff coming in with Cybertron and stuff, like I'm excited. I think this movie.
I've got high hopes for it. I think it'll be good.
Yeah, it comes out end of this year. Definitely gonna go see that. We'll definitely do a review on it. I think that's it.
That's about
I
it
think
for
that's
me.
it.
Don't
You have anything else you want to add or talk about?
I mean, there's some things I want to talk about. Maybe we'll do it in a different podcast. I kind of want
Is
to
it-
talk about. I literally already forgot the name of the show. I just watched it. Literally just watched it, and it's gone now.
Netflix show?
It is a Netflix show. It's a documentary about the kids, the brownout incident, about the kids shitting in the school.
Oh.
American Vandal.
American.
Is that what it is?
I haven't watched that.
Oh,
But
it is. I would
but
just
I
real
will.
quick summary, real amazing. Starts off, you think, oh, this is gonna be funny. A little jokes, people
I've
pooping
seen
on the
part of
floor.
I've
That's
seen part of the first
hilarious.
season.
People poop their pants. That's funny. Literally, 2 episodes in, I was hooked. I was like, oh, maybe this person did it. Maybe this person did. Amazing. Amazing. It gets you attached. It sucks you in.
Watch it. I saw the
Amazing.
trailer, and it was like so much similar to water.
It's a lot bigger than you think. Like you think, oh, it's gonna be this funny little blah 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 thing. Like
yeah, no, I've seen part of the first
it's a
season.
lot more in depth, and it's
I've seen part of the first season. It was pretty interesting.
I just wanted to say it was very
Um,
very good.
Yeah, I'll watch it and we can talk about that.
Okay.
In the next one.
I have to watch season 1 though, because it put me straight into season 2, because that's the one that Netflix budgeted. Actually gave them a budget and everything. They produced it.
Oh.
The first
okay.
one was, I believe, self-produced,
Okay.
and then
yeah, season one's
Netflix
pretty
picked it
funny.
up. So I have to watch
Oh.
season 1.
Yeah, so I'll give it a gander. Wow. But yeah, so I think that's it. If you guys did enjoy it, let us know down below. If you want us to talk about anything, let us know down below. Leave us your thoughts about the new Joker, about Bumblebee, about Dragon Prince, about anything we've talked about in this podcast. And we will see you guys in the next one. I'm Kyle.
I'm up. Also, 100%. If you guys want to put shows down below for us to watch and talk about, that'd be dope. Because I always like watching new shows.
True.
But see you, my
I'm
guys. I'm up.
That's my
Deuces.